prepared all these notes especially to the advanced level, so those want to crack the interviews at the level of the Python, and try to solve the case studies and the problem. So
But method is lengthy. I will short this method. Okay. Yeah. So today I will discuss how we can sort out this method. Firstly, I want to discuss how we can repeat a particular logic so many times. So today I want to discuss what is the looping concept. So loop will resolve so many problems in Python. Loop use for iterate uh, iterate any statement, any block of code or statement or logic as given uh, given or like loop used to iterate any block of code statement or logic as given conditions. So how many types of loops in Python? Firstly, so the types of loops, basically we have two types of loop. First one is a mm, while loop, and the second one is a for loop. So we have two types of loop. First one is a while loop, and the second one is a for loop. So how we can, firstly I want to clear out the basic concept of the loop. Like first we have like I want to repeat the hello 5 times. So it is an initialization phase. So I want to start a particular number, like any variable a equal to 1. So it is the initialization, you can say that. Initializations. Now it is just a syntax while. While is a keyword in Python which is used to iterate the particular condition as a given time a less than equal to 5. So the a is less than equal to 5, yes. You can give any condition like less than, greater than, or equal. Then press colon. Colon means the Python we know very well. Python is an indentation based programming language. Like if we are talking about some other programming language, so they are not based on the indentation. So to start the curly braces and to like marking symbol, you can say that in a simple word. But in Python, the syntax is easy, and most of the candidates are think the Python is easy, but now you are thinking, the newcomers thinking that it is not easy. But actually I'm saying, as compared to some other programming language, like some developers, those are learning so many codes and to develop the websites. But being a data scientist, being a businessman, and I want to grow my business, I want to take the insight from the data, so we need a person those have a domain knowledge and as well as some technical knowledge, that is called as a data scientist. So that combination is a very useful. So that is the reason we are learning the Python, and it is only the language easy in a market as compared to some other language. So that is the reason it will choose in a data science, AI/ML also, but not so easy, but easy as compared to other. Okay. So while, so it actually first when we check the particular conditions, so the condition is true if the a is less than equal to 5. So it will execute inside the code. I want to print hello. If you print this particular thing, so the while loop continuously execute. So in second time, I want to change the value of a. So a equal a plus 1. So it is initialization, and it is condition. For better clarification, I am just typing, and it is increment and decrement. So we have a three phase in loop. First one is initialization, second one condition, third one increment and decrement. You can see no need to write the hello 5 times. It will print the particular code 5 times. If I write here 50, so it will print the 50 times. So this is the benefit of the while loop. Like firstly to start from 1, and to when a reach to the 5, so the loop will terminate. The loop will not execute. That is the reason. And if I give the 10, so the loop will not execute. Why? The condition is not true. If the condition is not true, so the loop will not execute. So Damini create a perfect example, but today I will also complete this particular program which I have given in the last exercise, to input the subject of the students or the employee of the salary and to average them to find out the percentage. So I will also discuss the case study in Python. Now it is a perfect example. It will not execute. You can start from 3, you can start from 1, as per the, so it will start from 2. So it is depend on you where you want to start the particular condition. Definitely it is a perfect example. Okay, if someone want to print the value of a also, so can give comma and pass the a. You can see class, the loop execute 10 times. Any more question? Yeah, actually, we are just implementing a logic. Like if I'm writing a hello, so we want to print hello 10 times. So I think we have to write print hello, print hello, print hello. And if we want to print hello 1000 times, like 100 times, so we have to write 100 times? No. You can write the particular print inside the loop. And what is the hierarchy of the loop? It is the hierarchy. Initialization, condition part, and it is a increment. Like actually someone say me to count 1 to 100, I'm counting 1, 2, and inside the my brain is only like 1 count, 2 count, 3 count, 4 count, something like that. So it is just a incremental state of the particular conditions. Got it, class? Yeah. Yeah. 5 times. Yeah. 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 So A means, like first one, it will increase A value. Like first one, 0 plus, that means A is a variable, just hold the value 1. Now 1 is less than, yeah, I can explain, then you can ask me. So the A value is 1. Now here is checking 1 is less than 5. Yes, true. And here 1 is A, inside A is 1. 1 or 1, that means 2 in first time. And in second time you can see, so it is just checking like 1 less than equal 5. So it is the condition of this one. Yeah. So when we check the particular condition, so it will be look like this. A means 1 and this means 1 1 2. In second time the A value become 2. 2 is less than equal to 5. And again it will become, that means 2 plus 1 equal 3. So it is the internal hierarchy of this process. Yeah. Yeah, it will not increase automatically this one. We have to specify this kind of the logic if we want to increase one value, 2 and 3, 4, 5. So it is just an increment process to increase one by one. So the process will be complete like first time 1, 2 and so not 1, 3 and suddenly 5. So the incrementation process depend on us. You can give any number, you can up to 50. It depend on us. We can start from 10, 10 to 50. So it will print 10 to 50. So it is just a logic where we want to start the loop and where we want to exit the loop. How many times? It is a body. This body inside the loop, if we give any logic, so those logic will be executed until the condition hold true. Got it, class? Yeah. Firstly, I want to clear out the syntax of the loop. Then I will give some example related to the loop. Okay. Now, it is just a basic syntax. So, like someone asked me, can we print all the value repeatedly in a reverse manner? Yeah, obviously. So we can also print some value into the reverse. How? Like I can give here number, you can take any variable. Then I can take here the 5. And similar, I want to pass here while, like num. Now I want to change the symbol. I want to come back like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I want to come back to the previous one. So I want to change the symbol like greater than equal to 1. That means Num means it's a variable, hold a value. So 5 is greater than equal to 1. Yeah, the condition is true. If the condition is true, so the while loop or a reverse while loop. But if you not stop this one, you can see, so the loop continuously run, the window will be hang. So you can stop this one, you can see the window is hang. My entire computer will be hang because it not stopping, it continuously running. That is a problem if we make certain mistake. So it's waiting, exit page. Now the computer getting hang. If we not stop the particular loop, the machine is not stop. So that is the process. That means it is compulsory to pass or powerful. So that is the reason we are learning. So with the help of coding, you can do anything else, whatever we like. Yeah, perfect. Good. Actually, due to the reason I want to explain all these things. So press the one. So I want to decrement one by one. So like reverse while loop. And now to decrease value one by one. Okay, so not pass here a, to pass here num, and num it's a variable. You can take any n, m, whatever you like. Num minus 1. Now you can see the reverse while loop execute 5 times. Now it is a syntax of the while loop. This loop we can use where the initialization part is different, the condition part is different, and the increment decrement part are different. This process is little bit lengthy. So to replace that kind of the loop with the help of for loop is very easy. Then after I will take some example related to the loop where we can use the loop in a general example. Mm, so can press Control Enter to see the output or not? You can check the indentation is perfectly. If you write here, so it will give the error, and do not adjust manually. Just after press colon and see where the cursor is blinking, and check the condition is passed as per the requirement or something is different. Okay, so kindly take the screenshot and send it to the chat box. I want still running, and if the window is still running, so that means the process is not stopped. We cannot start some next things. Yeah, it depend on the computer slow, and if also like when we uh, make some mistake in the logics, and the logics it will become infinite. Similar, I give the example in my computer, like when the we cannot press the push button or like to stop them, so it will suddenly hang the window and we have to forcefully stop them. So now Man, so Mansa, please try, and if you face any, so can discuss with me. Okay, I'm just recalling some new thing. The for loop. Now for loop. Yeah, like where we want to follow the particular logic in a reverse manner. Like we want to start from ending to start. Like mm, yeah, it will. We start from the five. Five is greater than equal to one. That means condition true. Then 5 minus 1, that is type 4. Now it will check 4. 4 is greater than 1. Yeah, true. Now it will minus 4 minus 1, that is 3. So it will minus all the value repeatedly until the condition hold true. So the similar example I will discuss, like we have a list, like we have a marks, numbers of the marks 80, 60, 90, and so we have a five student marks. I want to total them. So first one, we have a logic to print the total marks. It is a very simple logic. But someone says, sir, can you write a logic, manual logic? Yeah, we can also write the manual logic. So we can use here to ready while loop. Now here the while loop is not so important. So I want to discuss firstly the for loop. Then I will discuss the this particular logic, because and for loop. For loop is also the loop, but syntax is easy as compared to the while. How? If similar thing 1 to 5, I want to print with the help of loop. So we can print for, we can take any variable a, and we can print the value a in range. So we have our function name is range. So the range where you want to start, like 1. So give one number more in for loop, because it will exclude 1, and pass here colon and print for loop. When you print the for loop, you can see there is no need to write the initialization, no need to write the condition part. So the syntax is easy as compared to this one. Where you want to start, 1. Where you want to stop, so starting and stop number you can give them. Yeah, we can give the first number 2 and as per my requirement, and we can also increase the number as per the requirement. Yeah, and if we want to so the logic's simple as compared to the for loop. Yeah, so it will take the first one, like first it will store 2, then print them. it will automatically increase one by one. Then it will store 3, this one, 4, this one. So that is the internal working of this. If I want to give here something to, so it will automatically work in this manner, jumping. Yeah, that is the power of the Python. Like the syntax is very flexible. But firstly, I want to use only this one. Someone say me, sir, print only all value. Yeah. Someone say, like, can we print the even value? For example, yes. How? So the program is even values. So start for be in range, like start from 1, not 1, start from 0 to 10, comma 2. You can print even values. Perfect. So it is the perfect example of this one. So class, you can also try this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, if I start from 0, so it will jump 2, 4, 6, 8 something. If I start from 1, so it will jump 3, 5 something like that. So we have to ready a logic. We can also ready this logic. Just a minute. Like you are want to know if I run the loop 1 to 50 times. So how many values are even and how many values are odd? Similar. I repeat my question again. Actually, you want to know, like, if I print the value 1 to 50, like we have a 50 value, and we want to count how many values are even and how many values are odd. That questions you want to ask me? Okay. So now see the logic. So firstly, we have to run the loop from 1 to this one. So it is a case study. So those are able to understand, so can give me the suggestion. Otherwise, see the logic. Okay, I want to also delete this one. I will discuss later. Now the case study. Inside the case study, count how many values are even and odd between 1 to 50. So firstly, we have to ready a loop to run the loop from 1 to 50, or that means 1 extra. No need to provide jumping, only write simple to start from 1 to 51. Now to inside follow a condition. If it is I, you can take the I or a. Inside a we have a value is 1. We want to divide, it is a modular symbol. Modular symbol means it will check the remainder. Remainder means those values successfully deleted, sorry, divided. So the remainder is 0. So those values are not successfully divided. So the remainder is 1. So I want to check if the remainder is 0. If I divide the 1 by 2, if the remainder is 0, so it is even number. Firstly, I want to print number of even value and the number of odd value. But now we want to count only. For the counting point of view, so we can think anything else, like even, odd. So I have created two variable, even and odd. So if the value divided this one, so even equal even plus 1. That means I want to increment the value of the even. That means one value is even. Else odd, odd plus 1. That means one value is odd. So the loop will be executed, no output will be there. So how we can check? So we can use print f string total even is even, total odd. So they are the same. But again, if I give 14, sorry, 24 are even and 25s are odd. So we think a program and suddenly my mind is ready to implement this logic. So that is the need of the Python. Like if we are thinking any business problem and suddenly we are ready to resolve with this coding. Any question? Yeah. Like when the particular number is divided by 2, so that number is even. So we are just increase a particular number one by one, one by one. Yeah. I can take the small number like first to 5. So it will the loop will be started from 0 to 4. You can see only 2 and 2. Now I want to start the loop 3, 1 and 1. Now 6. I want to take the small 6. Now the picture is different. You can think 1 is odd, second is even, third is odd, fifth is odd. So the loop will be executed only till to fifth. Okay. Any more question, class? Done. Dinesh, any problem? So it's a Dinesh or a Danish? Okay, sorry, perfect. So now, Okay. Yeah. Actually, there will be some indentation. You can check indentation is perfect, because like when the process is completed the for loop, after the for loop we want to print, because if otherwise if give the print inside this one, so it will simultaneously print the result. You can see it will print simultaneously. And yeah, yeah, no, actually it is Python. So whenever you code in Python in any platform, in Jupyter, PyCharm, VS Code, any ID, so the indentation should be there. Like similar, we are learning Python. If we learn perfectly the Python, so we can use Python in anywhere. Similar, if I speak in English, so I can speak in English India, I can speak in English in USA. So that is a thing. So any more question class which you want to discuss with me? Otherwise, I will discuss some new things. Now I'm giving a small case study before the break. Uh, we have 'So I'm just passing here the salary of the employee. So we have the salary. So you have to calculate, you have to find out the average salary. Those salaries greater than 50. So that means, okay, 40. So I'm just writing the questions. 1 by 1. For, you can write any loop for a in. Do not specify the range. In Python, it will automatically fetch from the salary 1 by 1. No need to traverse the list according to the index value. We can directly fetch the salary 1 by 1. Inside, we can pass if a, or you can pass the cell, something similar. If cell greater than equal, or like greater than 40, so we want to total them. So for total, I want to take a variable like total cell 0. Now total cell, it is also the shorthand. Like someone want to also write this one and cell, or you can also write this one. We have a two method. We can also write, and it is a small method to write this particular things. Now it will, yeah. Actually, I want to total all the salary. Those are greater than 40. So firstly, I want to read first value. So when I read all list, so it will first time read the 20000, and it will store here. Then I want to check this particular value is greater than this one. If the value is greater than this one, the condition true. When the condition true, so I want to add the salary into 0. If the salary is not greater than, so the first value not second. This value will be add 0 plus this one, something like that. Yeah, actually, okay, I want to write this one. The total cell you can see equal. You can see we have a value this one because it is also the, so 0 plus this one become 4 5. So this is the first iteration. When we iterate the second value, so you can see the 4500. Now the value of cell is total cell this one and plus this one. This is the logic. So it is the internal working of this one. Got it? So when the process completed, so we can directly print. So it is the total salary of all the employee, those salary greater than this one. And I want to find out the average. Now, percentage of salary. Now total salary. How you can divide? Like anyone can give to calculate the length also. There is a problem. To calculate the length also. No, actually, if we take the directly the length, so it will calculate the whole value. Like it will, yeah. So, so I want to take a value count like C and T something. Hmm. Actually, when I don't, we don't have any idea like how many values are above 40. So it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be so many. So when those values filtered, those value we are total. So along that we can also CNT equal to CNT plus 1. So this number will automatically increase one by one. Now you can see, you can divide by CNT, this one. Now it is a case study and it is a perfect example. Anyone can discuss with me. So yeah, yeah. So we want to count only those above 40,000. Yeah. Like similar in Excel, we are just storing the number of salary and we are just ready the formula if, or we have a sum if formula. I think some know very well sum if. So we want to sum only those salary greater than above 40. So similar if in Python we want to ready the logics. So total salary 0. So we take a variable as per my requirement. It is not necessary. Firstly, I want to traverse all the salary one by one. So that it will fetch out one value at a time and it will check. So those values is greater than 40. So the condition become true. That means true. We can execute the further statement. Now total salary. So total salary is 0 first time. I want to store all the value, calculated value into this particular variable. So the total salary, that means 0 plus the those salaries fetch here, this one. So 0 plus this one stored into this one in first time. And also I want to iterate how many salary we have total them, like 2, 3, 4, 5 employee, how many. So that is the reason we are just counting. So to, for the incrementation point of view, I have defined a particular variable, like take a name CNT. So CNT start from 1, sorry 0, 1, 2, 3. So many values are there. So it will automatically change the value. So this kind of the logics basically improve our thinking and logical decision making thing. Like we are thinking like similar if in Excel we are just loading the data and suddenly we are just applying the filter. So if we load here 10 million data, so Excel is not useful the 10 million of data and to find out the trend. So that is the reason we are just ready this kind of the logics. Yeah, it is like for example we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, yeah. So like we have a 6 salary average. Yeah. So average of salary. There are 6. If I'm checking. Yeah. Yeah, when this if condition will execute, this number is change the value. Actually, I'm counting. Like someone say count how many value greater than 40. So actually, I'm counting 1, 2. My mind is automatically counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 something. So similar, yeah. No, actually you can see the count value is 0. So 0 plus 1, that means in a first time it become 1, and second time when those values become this one, so 1 plus 1, so it will reach up to 6. So when the total salary, this one, when this value I want to divide by 6, so you can see the similar output. Because okay, no, not a problem. You can see first, okay, you can see inside CNT we have a value 6, and when we divide this value inside the total cell, we have this value. When we divide this value by 6, so it will calculate the average cell. Got it? Because CNT, we are just counting how many value, and there is a no other way to calculate. If otherwise we have to calculate manually, and manually is not a good thing. If we have a millions of values, so we cannot calculate manually. So number of salaries, you can say 6. Number of employee salary, yeah. So the average basically count is just a normal. You can say that a mind thinking, like if I want to count the values, so we can change. The logic is not like similar in math. Someone want to solve the particular for equations in any. So there are lots of logics are there. Only the 40,000 specific, or like, so the formula just mention only this one, equal equal. Equal equal basically used for the comparison. Now, and when we have comparison, so only the one salary and one salary average is also the same. Yeah, we can also provide less than 40, so it will give the answer different. Sorry. So it is a logic, and no need to change the entire logic. No need to change the logic, because we have changed only the less than, and the less than automatically take those value less than and total them, and the CNTs also execute until the values are there. And inside this one the 3 are there, you can see 3, and it is a total them, and when the divide by 3, so the average of the salary is this. So it is a benefit, like when we are just ready a perfect logic, so we say you can enter any value and see the output. So Daniel, Danis, Mansa, any problem? Perfect. Now, one case study I want to solve previous which I have given you into the example. In some upcoming class, I want to discuss some next thing like yeah, yeah. So one more case study I want to discuss, which I have already given you in detail. Okay. Yeah. 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 Actually, like where we want to start a loop, like for the certain value, like we want to start 1 to 100. Yeah. So I think, so Damni, can you please? Yeah. So, so like when we want to simply execute or run the loop, so we can start from a simply range. But now we have a list or a tuple or we have a data. So we want to iterate one by one value. So there is no need to iterate by the index value. We have an option in C, C++, some other language. So we have an option and we have also some loop like for each loop there. But it is a short method in Python. Like no need to specify the range. It will automatically traverse one by one at the till to end from the list, tuple or any dictionary. This one. Yeah. Yeah. Like if we have already the data, defined data, so no need to take the range suddenly to take this kind of the concept to read data suddenly from one by one. And if we want to ready the logics to iterate the particular loop certain time, so we can take the help of the range. Like something when we load data in Python in any CSV file, so we have a data. We want to iterate the data till to the length, till to the end. So it will start from the zero automatically until to the end. So in that situation, you can use this. And one more example for your better clarifications, I want to discuss the previous one. All three things: dictionary, condition, and the loop. Three things I want to discuss into the one case study. So I want to store the marks of the five students and to calculate the average marks and to calculate the percentage in a single logic, not to ready all again and again. So firstly, I want to ready the dictionary. So I want to store all the student marks behalf of the roll number. or you can give the name also for better clarification. Perfect. So I have create the dictionary. Firstly, I want to print them. So we have all the dictionary. Now, first question is that I want to traverse all the marks of the student and I want to print the average marks student name wise. So to run the loop, firstly not the loop, I want to print. If I give here the James, you can see one student marks is there. But now the question is that I want to print all student marks. Anybody can give the clue? I'm just waiting. I have fetched the particular one value of the logic. Yeah, while or the for loop we can use here, but is more flexible is a for and like data in std info. Now the question is that how can I iterate is this one. If suddenly I mention this one and want to print data, you can see it will print only the key. And inside the key you can see we have a std info. Inside this one we can pass the data. Now it is the logic class perfectly. It is the thinking of the mind. You can see. Suddenly I think, yeah, we can also print the perfect. Perfect. We can also print the name, not the name. We can just directly pass data. So it is not a good thing, like it is very congested. Just pass only the simple. Simple. Perfect. Now anyone can think how we can find the average. Yeah. Yeah. Like whenever we load the dictionary, so no need to specify the range again, it will automatically fetch the data. By default, it will fetch the key only, not the value. It is by default. So the James will be hold here in first time. Second time Bob will be hold here. Third time Hari will be hold here. Third, fourth time the Callan and the Gita. When the James will be, yeah, it is only the variable to hold a value. Like when we want to fetch the data, James, and I want to store into the variable data. We can take A, B, C, D, whatever. No, actually, it is now it is a variable, but when we store this data, this variable become dictionary, and we are just yeah. So student info is it is a dictionary. We have the entire data here in the particular this one. If you want to see, so you can check print. So we have the entire data only into this. Okay. Now, now the question is that if we took the data, you can take the D or the A, anything, whatever we like. So why I pass here? Because the James is stored into A and we have all the data into the std info, and we know very well in the previous class, if we give the key means James inside the std info, so it will give the output this one. If we give the std info Bob, so it will give the output this one. Again it will give the Hari so many value, and it will repeatedly change the value. So it is the internal process of this one. F is just a F string, like whenever we want to embed multiple outputs simultaneously, so we can take the help of this one. No, all cases no need. We can simply, but when we want to ready a formatted output, like name is, and we can give the curly braces, and inside the curly braces, we can give any name. Now class, you can think I have short out so little code, and now the question is that to calculate the average marks, how we can calculate? Anyone can define. I don't know where is the total marks. The marks can be 4. The marks can be 4. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Well try. Very good. So we can also do this kind of the work, and it is, but it will lengthy like to if we have a 5 student and if we have a 50, so we have to write this logic in a 50 time. So I want to take a simple logic like this formula. I want to just copy and no need to like to print, only to print the sum. So there are the total marks. And now, hmm, hmm, okay. And you can also use here because all the value inside this one, otherwise I will have to load the data one by one and to repeat above process this one to total them and to count divide by this one. We can simultaneously divide the length is inbuilt functions, and std info inside a, it is a percentage. Actually it will comes in a mind like when we spend more time in coding. So I request all of you, so when you are free in your office time and when you are free, so try to repeat all the code from the starting where we have started. Like if I started the code here, so you can repeat entire code so many times. So that is a practical work, and the logic will automatically grow in your mind. Now, yeah, so it will also like give some suggestions, and if you are not able, so I'm there, I'm always there to solve your problems. Okay. Now I want to check the percentage of the uh, like percentage or a grade. So again, firstly I have to store the particular value into the variable. Your program, or you can cross check the entire one. Yeah. Yeah. So it is quite different. And firstly, like when we are total sum, so I have to store in another one, another variable. So firstly, I will to store them and then to divide them. Yeah. But now the case study, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm just comment this particular one. You can see only this output. Like if I want to print only this one, so the value are there, like std inside a. But suddenly someone say me and ask me, like, can I print the this name also before each number, because it confusing like which student marks are there. Yeah. So if suddenly I give the a, so it give the James something like that, because inside a we have the value. So first time it will traverse the James and to store them. It is also the simple method. But we cannot embed here equal directly. It will give the error. So how we can embed the equal? So again we have to double inverted comma or pass this one. Then we can embed. So this kind of things is like something old. So in Python we have some latest concept to print the formatted output, the f string. Yeah, yeah. So in the same for the average, when we start the particular message from the f, it is called the f string. So it is a message, you can type any value, average marks, marks, average, something like that. And when you want to print the value of any variable, so to pass inside the curly braces. So when you pass the value into the curly braces, so that you can print the value. And C, when we want to print the value again after the A, because when we print the value A, so the A, so it will print the marks of the James. The inside A we have the James, but 71. When we total all the marks of the A divided by student A, length of this one, the particular length of the, yeah, yeah, yeah. For more clarity, before that we can also print the total marks. Yeah, so it is the total marks. You can see the total marks. I want to separate them with the help of, so it is a first logic, and to print simple the total marks, and it is the second logics, that means total marks you can print. So it is a total marks, and for that the average marks. No, actually, the length is a inbuilt function in Python. It will automatically calculate the length. No, actually, otherwise we have to ready the manual logics. So now the logic becomes so lengthy. So it is the average marks, and it is the total marks. You can see now